Arsenal 4, Leeds United 1, and to be fair, that was much harder in the first 25 minutes than the rest of the match. Because Leeds came out to play in that first 25 minutes. Somerville was balling out, they looked good, but once we got our first goal through Gabriel Jesus around the 35th minute mark with a penalty, after that we completely steamrolled them, took Leeds to the cleaners, and restored our 8-point gap at the top of the Premier League. As always, let me know your thoughts on the match in the comment section down below. If you love Arsenal match reactions, it's a place where you make sure you subscribe on my road to 2,000 subscribers. It was a big game for us. Coming back from the international break, it can always be a tricky tie. You've got some players that have played basically back-to-back with their international teams, and some players that have sat out the last 2 weeks. So every single player has had a different experience, and they're coming back to play in the Premier League. And to be fair, we were a little bit sluggish in that first 25-30 minutes. I think that maybe that win for Man City just before, I know the game was being shown live in the Emirates, the way they beat Liverpool after being 1-0 down, maybe that kind of hit us a little bit mentally. But we shook that off and we managed to get the win. Thankfully, we're playing a team like Leeds United. I know they're fighting for relegation. I know those teams will always turn up. Now we're getting into the run-in. They're going to make sure they maximise every single game. But they are missing some key players. The likes of Adams is missing for them. I know players like, for example, Bamford didn't start for them. So we were able to hopefully play a short-handed Leeds United side. And we took advantage. Because some of the football we played today in that second half and the end of that first half was really good, man. Interchanging passing, really nice football. Jesus got us started with the penalty. And after that, brilliant goals as soon as the second half started. Interchanging playing left-hand side and Martinelli whipping it in back post. And Ben White, how many times have I told this guy he needs to gamble on that back post? They're leaving him open. We're going to overload in the box and Ben White gambles, makes the back post and scores. Basically kind of like his goal against Bournemouth a few weeks back. He needs to start doing that more often because he will get a lot of football goals if he does that. And again today, brilliant goal from Ben White. And then the third goal, again brilliant. Jesus into Trossard. Trossard, tricky feet, jinking past the defender, then pulls it back. And who's there? Alerts as always, Gabriel Jesus to sprint into the box and tap it home. The only attacker in the box, but he's able to flash it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net to make it 3-0. And by that point, the game was basically over. Leeds did get a goal back, and I've said it time and time again, we need to tighten up defensively. We need to stop showing weaknesses, because that was a comical goal to concede. Kristensen shoots, deflects of Zinchenko, Ramsdale gets a palm to it, but he's not quite strong enough to deflect it past the goal. Instead, it goes into the back of his net. It's one of those things, man, but we do need to tighten up defensively, because Liverpool will take advantage if we don't. That made it 3-1, but Xhaka to the rescue to make it 4-1, put the game out of sight again, and we replicate Man City's result and replicate our own result from 2 weeks ago against Crystal Palace, and we now sit back at the top of the table by 8 points clear. 9 games left. It's massive. It's completely massive, man. It's a big win. We now got a week and a day rest, and we play Liverpool at Anfield in what is a massive game, man. Liverpool at Anfield, how's it going to go? Liverpool got a game midweek against Chelsea, so they have got an opportunity to right their wrongs from against Man City. But we're in good form. But it is Liverpool. Anything can happen. It's Anfield. It's a tough ground to go. Just ask City who've lost there. Ask Manchester United who have lost there. It's not an easy place to go. Very few teams win at Anfield. It's one of those things. No matter how bad Liverpool are, it's very tough to win at that ground. We have to be at our best. But we can win. We definitely can. Both teams on paper. Arsenal against Liverpool. Arsenal have the better players. Check. Arsenal on better form. Check. Arsenal have got more to fight for given it's a league title. Check. Liverpool look a bit dazed. Check. Liverpool look like they're not really fighting for anything. Check. Liverpool players look mentally fatigued and physically fatigued. Check. If it's not at Anfield, it looks like Arsenal will win that football match. But being at Anfield, it adds that extra psyche to it. That extra just decision variable, that extra independent variable, dependent variable, whatever you want to call it. It's another factor in the game. And we just can't let that get to our heads. We've got to stay in that football match. We will suffer at Liverpool. We will suffer at Anfield at times. We will have a bit of adversity. No one who goes there doesn't. But we stick to our game plan. We play well. We don't make any silly mistakes. I want to see Saliba back in that team for one. And I think we'll be all right. And even if we get a draw, it's not the end of the world. But if we do win, we will win the league. Mark my words. Any team that beats Liverpool at Anfield deserves to win the Premier League. There's no two ways about it. Because you've shown you can win at a hostile ground. Because no matter how bad Liverpool are, they're good at Anfield. They are. And it's a tough place to go. So if you win the league at Anfield, you deserve to win the Premier League title. And I believe if Arsenal win at Anfield next weekend, we will win the Premier League. That will be our marker. That'll be one of our 2 tough games of the season left, with Man City away and Liverpool away. And if we get the Liverpool game out the way and we beat them, we will win the league. I'm convinced of that. It's just one of those things though. It's a tough place to go. I would not be surprised if we lose that game 3-4-0. I honestly wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me. Equally, if we go there and win, it wouldn't shock me either. Who knows how it's going to go? All I'm saying is I cannot wait. And I'll be live streaming right here on Wine Football as soon as that game is done. Let's have the player ratings in this game against Leeds United. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale, 7 out of 10 for me. Made some really good saves in the first half, but has to do better on that penalty, I think. Not penalty, sorry. Has to do better on Leeds United goal, I think. He got a hand to it. Not quite strong enough, man. I need a stronger hand for me, Ramsdale, to tip that over the bar or out of danger. But 7 out of 10 for Ramsdale. Ben White, for me, man, the match, 8.5 out of 10. Great goal. Going forward, really good. Going back, really good. Really getting better each and every game I watch him. He's improving his game under Arteta. Really taking the knowledge on board. He's a great trainer, I can tell, especially from Arsenal or nothing. They made it crystal clear how good Ben White is to coach. And again today, brilliant performance. Centre-backs, Rob Holding, 7.5 out of 10. Really good. But these are his games, man. Palace at home, Leeds at home, really good for him. When he goes to games against Liverpool away, that's when I worry about Rob Holding. But today, again, can't really blame him. Great performance overall. I just hope Saliba's back for Liverpool. It is one of those things, man. I can't trust Rob Holding. And Leopard don't change his spots. We've seen Rob Holding before when he's played some really good games and then completely fold. Tottenham away last season. It's one of those things. Really good again today, but I want to see Saliba back. Next to him, Gabriel. Gabriel, one of the most underrated players at Arsenal this season. He's been so good, man. Unbelievable at times. The way he's glued together that back four especially, really come to his own. His English has got better as well. I think he strikes me as a real leader in that football club. Again today, 8 out of 10. Great performance. Zinchenko next door, also really good. He's got that championship DNA to him. Won a league title 4 times, I believe. Knows when to speed up the game, knows when to slow it down. Really good performance again today, Zinchenko. 8 out of 10. Moving into midfield, Thomas Partey, 7.5 out of 10. I don't think I really noticed Thomas Partey as much as I have in recent games. But I guess that's a good thing, because if you're a CDM, you go about your business quietly. You break up play quietly, you pass it on to the more attacking players. That's your job. You just keep it ticking over. Nothing special from Thomas Partey. Just kept it moving. Won the ball back and played it to Ødegaard. Played it to Trossard. Played it to Martinelli, Jesus, etc. Give it to the danger men. You do your job and give it on to people that are more technically gifted. Partey, again, really good at that. He's going to be massive. Our most important player at Anfield next week, sorry. I'm convinced of that. Granit Xhaka, again, really good today, man. Great goal as well to make it 4-1. Taught Jesus how to header it, I guess, after Jesus missed a header in the first half. Good today, Granit Xhaka. 8 out of 10. Moving into midfield, moving into final midfielder, Martin Ødegaard. For me, 7.5 out of 10. I don't think Ødegaard was that good. He was a bit quiet at times. On the ball sometimes, yes, but I don't think he was playing any devastating passes or incisive passes. But overall, just kept to it. Played some good football at times. And 7.5, he let the other players really take the limelight today. Moving on to the attackers, Martinelli played really well. Really well. 8 out of 10 for me, Martinelli. Really dangerous going forward in transition on the counter-attack. Kept his width and got forward good at times. Also, brilliant pass for that second goal, the way he whipped it into the dangerous area. Martinelli today really came to his own. Great performance. Other side, Leandro Trossard, making an impact straight away for this football team, man. Great assist for that Jesus goal. Being a busybody, out of position a little bit on the right-hand side. We know he's notoriously a left winger or sometimes a striker. But today, really good Leandro Trossard. Got a good assist. He's contributing with goals and assists this season since he's come to Arsenal. Becoming a bit of an assist merchant for us. And I love to see it from Trossard. 8 out of 10. And Jesus, 8.5 out of 10. He's not man of the match because Ben White played more minutes than him. He came off after the 60th minute. So he didn't play the full 90. But scored a brace. Nice to see him back. Busybody. His second goal, Arsenal's third, really encapsulated everything Jesus is about. Making a run into the box. Hungry to score. Knows exactly where he needs to be. Knows exactly where the pass is going. IQ-driven footballer. And again today, Jesus played amazing, man. Big up him. So overall, Arsenal beating Leeds 4-1. I'm not going to rate the subs. I didn't have much time. The game was over by then. We got to keep it moving. We got a title to chase. 9 finals to go. Starting with Anfield, Liverpool away next weekend. I cannot wait for it. As always, if you're new around and you love football-related content, especially Arsenal-related videos, this is the place for you. Make sure you subscribe down below my road to 2,000 subscribers. Let me know your thoughts on the match and your prediction for Arsenal going to Anfield. Check out my live stream reaction to this match down here, where I, of course, had your guys' input straight after the match finished. I'll be doing it after all Arsenal games, after other big football matches. So make sure you subscribe with bell notifications to this channel so you don't miss it. I've been Wine Football and hope to see you all in my next video.